Volumes of Value presents insightful reviews of nonfiction books. This episode reviews Why America Failed, subtitled The Roots of Imperial Decline, by Morris Berman, spelled Morris Berman, published by John Wiley and Sons, 2011, print length 256 pages. The author's blog, titled Dark Ages America, is at morrisberman.blogspot.com. Berman has written several books on the subject of American imperial decline. In this, his most ambitious work to date, Berman looks at America's commitment to economic liberalism and free enterprise stretching back to the late 16th century and shows how this ideology, along with that of technological progress, rendered any alternative marginal to American history. He maintains, more than anything else, that this one-sided vision of the country's purpose finally did our nation in. Why America Failed is a controversial work, one that will shock, anger, and transform its readers. The book is a stimulating and provocative explanation of how we managed to wind up in our current situation. Economically weak, politically passé, socially divided, and culturally adrift. It is a tour de force, a powerful conclusion to Berman's study of American imperial decline. At the center of Berman's argument is his assertion that hustling, materialism, and the pursuit of personal gain, without regard for its effects on others, have been powerful forces in American culture since the Pilgrims landed. He shows that even before the American Revolution, naked self-interest had replaced the common good as the primary social value in the colonies, and that the creative power and destructive forces of this idea gained irresistible momentum in the decades following the ratification of the Constitution. As invention proliferated and industry expanded, railroads, steamships, and telegraph wires quickened the frenetic pace of progress, or, as Berman calls it, the illusion of progress. An explosion of manufacturing whetted the nation's ravenous appetite for goods of all kinds and gave the hustling life its purpose, to acquire as many objects as possible prior to death. The reign of Wall Street and the 2008 financial meltdown are certainly the most visible examples today of the negative consequences of the pursuit of affluence. Berman, however, sees the manipulations of Goldman Sachs and others not as some kind of aberration, but as the logical endpoint of the hustler culture. The fact that Goldman and its ilk continue to thrive in the wake of the disaster they brought simply proves that it is already too late. America is incapable of changing direction. Richard D. Wolff, Emeritus Professor of Economics, University of Massachusetts at Amherst, stated, quote, "As the decline of America's empire becomes both starker and gradually evident, nothing is more important than accessible analysis of the causes of that decline. Far too few such works exist because of the taboos against writing them. All the more welcome, then, is Morris Berman's clear, bluntly but cogently written work. Sensitive to the contradiction of U.S. history and how they are now playing themselves out in a changed world, this book will challenge and provoke in all the best senses of those words. Genuinely important to read and to think about." This book's popularity is demonstrated in the fact that Amazon customer reviews rate it 4.4 out of 5 stars. We end this episode and declare, writing is revolutionary. For more than 5,000 years, the information density and format efficiency of the written record is the gold standard for sharing knowledge. Let's feed our minds and nourish our imagination. Let's read. Please like, share, and subscribe to Volumes of Value.